Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
The moon, the stars, the sky. Come on closer, baby, let the lights go out. Yeah. We fall and then we rise. No more alibis, I wanna hide now. Yeah. Moving to the fire, baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, hey. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Walk a straight line, how many fingers? An ecstasy, fragrance lingers, yeah. And those endless conversations, and you feel it floating now. I finally got you, and I'm following you into the fire. Baby, we could ride the night, yeah. I'ma show you, or we could shine the light, yeah. Lift your hands, free your mind and mind combine and float up to the higher. It's okay, it's okay. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Pure love, pure love. Hold me up, cause you never wanna drop me, not me. Got the key, dancing to unlock me. Side to side, know their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're dying to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it on right on. Oh, come on, get it on. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you pure love, pure love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to pure love, pure love. Show you, let me show you pure love, pure love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful
Tuesday
Tuesday morning. As you caught me here
What are you doing?
I'm downloading stuff. I am sending stuff out. This is
people watch our show and they go, is Freddie part of the show or is Freddie doing something else always?
Freddie's part of it. He's doing something. Do you know what I'm doing?
No,
you have no idea what
I
I'm
have
doing.
no idea what you're doing. Other than you're sending something to Pierre.
I did that already. I am working on Studio D.
Ah.
You see, because I hate it when people laugh at me. Because they don't think I'm going to pull it off. I got a pirate ship coming.
Thursday, by the way, pirate ship on site.
Pirate ship on site. We are going to be doing a mini documentary movie on this thing.
Okay.
So there are going to be children that are going to be invited.
The child catcher.
A certain number at a time because we want to keep it clean. And Slick has turned this into his basic office. Look, he's over there doing this. Don't leave, I'm listening to you. So
it's a lovely conversation.
I have a company called, I have an airplane company.
Sure.
Yes. So we have a campaign called Let Your Dreams Fly.
I like your son's idea better.
Which is what?
He says it's called the Mile High Club.
Well, no.
Let your dreams fly, yes. So they'll be joining us. You have a commercial coming out on that.
This is one of these times you put foot in the mouth. Yes, it's called Verijet. And Allison is watching. And this whole thing is about you can fly not commercially, a private jet for a reduction in price. They have this whole thing going on. So I started pricing where in the United States I want to go.
Where do you want to go?
I've never been to the mountains of, in a hangar on the plane behind us here in Boca.
Very cool.
And we'll get it done.
I know you will.
So I was sending some stuff out.
That's the thing you got going. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome to our afternoon show at the Brooklyn Cafe. I got to show the boys how to run Slick Show today, so that was kind of cool. I got to show Reggie. Riley's working on a piece with you for Comcast. Our new Comcast Media Kit is available, and we can send that out to you in your business. We have been granted an amazing opportunity to be the agency for Comcast and create smaller package commercials to get your business out on air without having to do the entire umbrella on a typical Comcast spot. Your spots will run on their news enthusiasts or their baby boomers spotlights, 21 channels between the hours of 6 a.m. and midnight to spotlight your business at a fraction of the price. So contact us at Ant Media Productions, 866-224-5422. More information coming in that. I don't even know who's back there.
I know, you got a ghost back there with ice. You know, the funny thing about this Comcast thing is I keep getting people saying it's too good to be true.
People can't believe the price point on it.
There has to be a catch.
I know. But
there is no catch. And you heard the conversation
There
with
is
Justin.
actually. The only catch is you cannot be a current registered account with Comcast.
Correct.
It has to be a new account or an account that has been over a year old. So we can't take you from another company because our prices are different.
Nor do we want to.
Right. So you have to stay where you are. If you are new to Comcast or you have not had a commercial in 12 months, then we can take you in as part of our agency.
That's right. And we picked the news piece because everybody's watching the news now.
Oh my gosh, CNN, MSNBC, no matter
All of them.
what your preference is, it's
21
on.
to 30 channels. They bumped it up, 21 to 30 channels, and they bumped it up to 270 commercials.
So we will send you that media kit. It has just been completed today. It is spectacular how the crew how Valerie put that together.
Yes, it's a very nice piece. So get your groove on, get your business going. Everything from planes to trains.
Trains, planes, and automobiles.
To automobiles.
And now we're doing solar panels, and we got Jay Harmon with us. We have a singer joining us, so you guys just let us know when Isabella comes in, and we'll pop her in. How you guys doing? We've got Anthony Catone, a SunPro Solar Energy Specialist, and of course our in-house artist, Jay Harmon, who is busy changing your show date up, I hear.
Yes, I am. I'm going from Thursdays. Now I believe we'll be doing it on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Now, and because my other ventures are getting busier. I'm an art teacher, and I'm teaching a lot of classes now, both after school and private lessons. So it just got to the point where I have to move my date for doing my show, but that's fine.
It's a good thing. It's a good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
So things are opening up, picking up for you?
Right now, it seems like what happened because of COVID, the schools pretty much had closed everything down. And this went on, and now they're just starting to open up some of their after-school programs. And the kids are beginning to come back out to come to classes and even evening classes and whatever, because before, and I can understand this, the parents didn't want the kids to be out, and they didn't want to be out, and so usually if the parents aren't going out, the kids aren't going out, so, you know, and so we were trying for a while to go to them, but now they're coming back. And
I want to introduce you to the school that we're working with, because next week they're doing pop art as their study of studies for the week.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking for lunch and learn artists to come in and teach pop art. So
Oh.
I want, because you've been doing that last week and the next 2 weeks,
That's
it
what
might
I'm
be really
working on
nice.
here is pop art.
You
Right.
can do it virtually and do like a virtual lunch and learn with the crew.
That'd be
With the
fun.
kids. So I'm going to connect you with them.
Great.
That Marilyn Monroe piece is amazing.
This guy's
Although she
unbelievable.
does look like Madonna, so Slick looks at it and goes, Madonna, and Jay goes, come on, Slick, you know who this is. It's amazing,
Because he
right?
doesn't know who Marilyn Monroe is. He's too young.
I know. But Jay, it's incredible. And we're sitting here with Anthony. He goes, can you make me one with a tree and solar panels? And Jay goes, yeah, sure. What's next for you, Jay?
Let's see, from here, for the next shows I'm doing my next week, I will be starting, I also teach Skillshare online. And I'm doing a new Skillshare teaching video, which will be a class broken up into lessons that you can see online. You can enroll in Skillshare, where there's thousands of teachers teaching all kinds of art and dance and music and everything that has to do with being creative. And they have classes, and I'm one of the teachers now, and I will be having a class that I will put online of how to draw a horse's face on black board using white and gray colored pencil. So
It's amazing how he does
this
that.
this will be it. What I'm trying to do is
thank you.
a little bit. I'm trying to through my art and by the show that I have here and the classes that I have, kind of trying to demystify all about colored pencil, because it's so much fun, and not a lot of people like it, and they're a little bit afraid, intimidated to really try it. But I'm breaking it down into small chunks so people can look at it, and it's a fun, relaxing way to do art. And I think if people watch it and they try it, they just relax a little bit and just get some colored pencils and just try it. You'll find it's a lot of fun.
You know, it's interesting you brought this up, because people look at what you do, and it's different. You know, it's not like a painter. It's not like somebody else that does some of the art in here. It's not like clothing that they put up on art. And people are under the impression that because you are so exact at what you do, that it must be a fortune to get Jay in your house. It's the same thing when we talk to Anthony about the solar panels. They look sharp. They look nice. It makes the house pop. Okay, and people sort of shy away thinking, you know, I can't afford that. I mean, they're thinking in their minds already before even trying to take a class to do it. If you look at that piece, which
Oh,
is
I know.
really intricate, that he has in here, people are intimidated by the fact that what you do is
Well,
pretty good.
That's, I guess, one reason why I'm giving the classes, to show that you can do things like this without really having, you know, it's not all that difficult if you break it down. I think anything that you do, I think you would agree that anything you do, if you break it down into small chunks, it's much easier than trying to learn an entire thing. And it's like even sports, anything. If you try it one thing at a time and build on that, practice, 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 right? That's what most everything is, and that's what I'm saying here. Just do this, practice it, try it, and you'll get it.
A little bit at a time. Jay Harmon, pet portraits, you name it, he does it. So incredibly, amazing, talented. You can find it on Instagram. I posted your horse last week from WNN Studio. Oh my gosh. It's just amazing what you get to create. Wait to
thank
see
you.
the Marilyn Monroe piece. I'm going to post that next.
And I work on commissions if anybody is interested. in having a commission. I've done a lot of pet portraits, dogs and cats and horses and so on. If you're interested in that, anybody can contact me at coloredpencilartist.com, or they can call the studio here at, well, the studio number is 1-888-994-4995.
Impressive, because he doesn't even know the studio number. I'm thinking, Jay knows the studio number. He knows the studio number.
Studio A.
You know the
Studio
studio
A.
number?
Yes, I did.
Studio A it is. But Jay is incredibly talented. He has been a friend of ours, oh my gosh, for so many years. And your art is just spectacular. I don't know, Anthony, if you like horses or Lucy and Desi, and you name what he can draw, is amazing.
I want him to take the picture above me, which is a beautiful horse, and add a unicorn to it for my daughter.
I'm
he
sure
said-
he could do that.
He said, no
could,
problem.
I could do that. We could do that because, you know, Dawn is the unicorn lady, right?
Yeah.
And-
How old is your daughter?
7.
Yes, I actually have a life-size unicorn in my car. Why, you ask, is there a
Why is it
unicorn
in
in
your
my car? We haven't brought it in from last week. We teach podcasting to a school from 6 years old all the way up to high school. So for the little girls, they love my unicorn, and we call her Fairy. So she's the size of my trunk. And she's in my car, but I know. Jay knows all about me and unicorns, but that would be a great idea, Jay. Just put a horn on her.
Put a horn on it, yeah.
Hey, Jay, how's the first breakfast coming?
It's, I've got some pictures, I've got the layout put together and how it's going to look, you know, where the table is and the placement for the different faces, and then I'm going to be plugging in the different things. But it's, I had thought, should I do it just in pencil or should I do it in color? And I believe I want to do it in color because there's so many colorful things that,
Yeah.
you know, that we do, that's done around here, that I want to add all that in there. So it's going to be a color picture.
I got a friend at the Sun Sentinel that wants, when it's finished, they want to do an article on it.
Well, it'll never be finished, I don't think, because this is going to be an ongoing picture.
Yeah, so we will let them know that.
So he's creating the first breakfast for us. And it's around a table and everything we get to do and all the people that come into our lives that are important to everything that we do here. And it's going to be amazing. We've
As-
talked about this for years.
As opposed to the Last Supper, it's the first breakfast. And that kind of deal. And things are very floating people in there. There are
People under the table, people in the sky, people, you know,
Yep.
just everywhere on the.
Got a
in the
cow.
picture.
That's funny.
You name it, we got it.
That's funny. Unbelievable.
All right,
Okay.
contact us here at the studio. If you want to come take a tour of Jay's artwork, let us know. You can always message us. Give us a call at 866-224-5422 or right here at the studio at 888-994-4995, Studio A. Let's take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go talk solar power.
Let's do some solar stuff.
Ever done anything like that in some of your many businesses?
In New York City?
I have a feeling you did.
New York.
I hope you're ready for this ride, Anthony. We had Anthony Catone joining us of SunPro. So check this out, more to come, and we will be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus Vision Jet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I know, I could drown in a glass of water, I know.
And take a whole village with you.
Pretty much.
So did you see that plane has a parachute?
That's really cool.
Remember they were talking about putting parachutes on plane to begin with.
Yep.
So that they don't crash land. They just open up and the plane sort of glides down.
It's an unbelievable idea. What a concept, just for like a small little family, a small little plane. I feel like it's the Jetsons. Right, don't you feel like you could just press start and go? That's going to happen. It's just like that.
Oh, I can see how this next set is going to go. Okay.
That's very cool, though. When are we going to meet with them?
Working on it right now.
All right. Sounds good to me. Well, we have Jay Harmon joining us on the first set, and I think, Valerie, let us know when the singer joins us. We're going to talk to Anthony Coutone. This is an amazing concept. Write this down, freefpl.org. That is the website we want you to check out. The phone number is USunPro. So 561-USunPro is the phone number, and it's right there on your screen, freefpl.org. Let's talk solar. I think it's just, in Florida, with the amount of sun we have, it seems to me a no-brainer to use solar energy.
My mission is to make Florida the green sunshine state.
How did you get involved in this? We've known you for a little while.
Yes, you have. I got involved with solar over 10 years ago with Guggenheim, who was investing in solar fields. And we had a lot of investors go ahead and partake in that income investment. And so I've been learning a lot more about it, and it's just an incredible deal for any homeowner or real estate owner to power their home or their property for free with the sun. Just like we have cell phones that have come down so far in price, these solar panels have come way, way down in price. And SunPro is one of the top installers in the nation, and they have a billion-dollar company with tremendous warranties and an unbelievable offering. So basically, we can go into a homeowner's property, analyze their FPL bills, and show them how to eliminate their FPL bill by putting solar panels on their roof. And we can also add a battery system that will power their home in case of an emergency.
So I mean, there's a list of questions I want to go over, because I know that people, they always look at the negative of something positive. Otherwise, everybody would have solar panels right now. And it's either the cost or rumor or misinformation things of that nature. But before we get started, the panels go on your roof and are triggered into your main panel of the house?
Yes, they go right into your electric box. So basically, the sun creates DC electricity, and then that's converted to AC power that powers your home.
Okay, so like, and I'm going to ask you the difference between that and a generator. I know that it's cleaner, yes, because it doesn't have the
It's not
fumes.
gas.
And some people have a generator in their garage, so they turn it on and they inhale and get themselves sick and into a hospital.
Well, this would be constant, not just in case of emergency. You would be using these solar
No, I
panels for
understand.
everything.
I understand, but I'm going over the silliness of people as to why
Okay.
every house doesn't do this. And there are all these great benefits to doing it that the FPL and everybody else, whatever, there are programs, yes?
I feel so confident that anyone that sits down with me will learn the true facts about the solar opportunity, that I'm willing to give them $25 just for sitting down with me and having me explain why solar is an excellent investment for their home. Basically, it's going to eliminate their electric bill, and we can even finance a system if they don't have enough cash to pay for it. We can finance a system, and typically, the cost of financing the system is cheaper than their current electric bill. Now, FBL just came out with a new rate increase, 18% over the next 4 years. So everyone's going to get a rate increase. And FPL will always raise rates, and you'll probably, if you stick with FPL, pay FPL for the rest of your life. Well, if we have a new system that we can put on your home and it creates energy for free, you've become energy independent. And eventually you'll pay off that system and never pay an electric bill again.
Can you take it with you if you move?
You can take it with you, but it actually will transfer to the new homeowner quite easily if you're financing it. Or you will increase the value of your home, so your home will sell typically faster and for more money than not having it on your house.
And what about, to me, the most basic question, the weight of a system on your roof?
It's not an issue at all. Basically, we are putting solar mounts into the trusses of the roof, reinforcing the roof. So one of the big questions we get is, what happens in a hurricane? In actuality, you're reinforcing the roof, so nothing happens. They stay mounted to your roof, and the other side of the roof that maybe doesn't have solar could blow away, but the solar panels stay intact.
But
And
you keep the roof on and this goes on top of your tiles?
goes right on top of your tiles. We mount right into the roof structure.
No matter what kind of tiles you have.
No problem with
Spanish
tile,
tiles.
asphalt, or metal roofs. Any roof we can mount onto.
Interesting. Now,
That was your question, I know, about
that
hurricanes.
was one of a few. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that in a second. The other thing is, when you install the panels, are they corrosive proof? In other words, are they done under vacuum conditions and things of that nature?
So at SunPro, we only deal with the highest quality materials. LG is a platinum partner of ours. So LG, which is a multi-trillion-dollar organization, warranties their panels for 25 years. They provide 3 different types of warranties, so you're pretty much covered bumper to bumper to bumper fully. One of those warranties is if the panel breaks, they'll replace it. Another warranty is a labor warranty that nobody really else offers, where they'll pay to have you take the panel off your roof, send it back to LG, and put it back on your roof for free. So that's an incredible labor warranty.
And not everybody does that, correct?
Not everyone does that. LG does, and that's why we work with them. LG actually built a $30 million manufacturing facility in Huntsville, Alabama, so it's actually made in America. And the third warranty that they offer is a production warranty, which is my favorite warranty. So imagine, Don, that 90% of the performance was able to be had 25 years down the road.
Okay.
So 25 years from now, your system will perform at 90% of today's value. These panels could last 50 years or longer, but you have a guarantee from LG that if they don't perform at 90% in the 25th year, they'll replace the panel for free.
I mean, some of the videos I was watching are tremendous. I mean, people in huge homes, and we would call them mini mansions, for lack of a better term, that were paying between $400 and $600 a month on electric, were now paying $130 a month in electric. I mean, they're saving thousands and thousands of dollars.
If we have enough room on the roof, we can actually power their entire home for free and heat their swimming pool for free and charge their new electric vehicles for free and eliminate their gasoline bill. And actually, you can create what's called a negative electric bill and have FPL credit your account because you're overproducing electricity and selling it back to FPL at the same price that they sell it to you.
That's
So-
right up your alley.
Yeah, the people really need to know that the Florida Public Service Commission is a regulatory authority created by the state, and they lobbied and beat FPL in a very big way. And it allows your meter to spin backwards. So if you have solar panels on your roof, you're creating energy to power your home, and you're creating extra energy that you're selling back to FPL, and your meter is spinning backwards. It's called the net metering program, and it's right on FPL's website. And so I want people to go to freefpl.org. It's a consumer advocacy alert to let people know how to take advantage of this amazing opportunity and get grandfathered in before the law changes, because it could change. Warren Buffett owns an energy company in Nevada, and he lobbied to change the law, making it prohibitive for consumers to put solar. And we don't have that issue. So I urge everyone to take a look at the solar opportunity, sit down with me personally. I'll pay you $25 just to sit down with me and explain the opportunity. And we have an incredible payoff program. So if you become a customer of SunPro, we want you to refer all your friends and family. Our company was built on referrals. And for doing that, we offer a $1,000 referral fee.
Wow.
And so people are paying off their entire system in just getting their friends and family to go green and pay off that system very quickly. The sooner we can have you pay off that system, the sooner you don't have an FPL bill. Now, I've created a strategy with my financial background called energy banking. So you have a 26% tax credit from the IRS for purchasing solar. So that's free money that you've created. Let's just say a solar system costs $40,000. Well, 26% of that is about $10,000 that the IRS is going to refund back to you if you're paying taxes. And now you have an extra $10,000. So your system only net cost you $30,000 instead of $40,000. So now we have $10,000. Let's say we put that in an account and we were to pay that system off in cash, and we had a $200 a month electric bill. Over 25 years with inflation, you will have paid $700,000 to FPL with nothing to show for it. If we were to take that same $700,000 and the $10,000 tax credit and invest that in the stock market, we'd have $1.4 million in cash. So the choice is quite obvious. Stay with FPL, have your rates increase, pay them for the rest of your life, pay $700,000 out of your pocket, or take the energy savings, invest it, and have $1.4 million to share with your family, save for retirement, retire earlier, become financially independent that much quicker. That's what I coined energy banking.
Well, it's the same thing as own a home, rent an apartment. At the end of the day, you don't own it, and you paid all that time to live there, and you don't get anything from it. No tax, consequence, nothing. My question is, again, it all goes back to the maintenance of the panels. If the maintenance of the panels, if you're telling me that it has, is it 100% warranty on the panels?
You told me, here's a 25-year
I mean, everything is
warranty.
covered, including
We have
hot spots and all of that?
So LG offers a 25-year bumper-to-bumper-to-bumper warranty, And SunPro offers an additional workmanship warranty of 25 years. So if anything happens, we're there to help you. We're there to protect you and make your energy system work for you. And we want, again, refer all your friends and family and take great care of them. We have sales experts that have gotten an entire community to go green. And that's what I'm here to help people understand, is you don't have to pay the energy company anymore. You're exactly right, Freddie. Why would you rent your power from FPL when you could own your own system? Actually, I can make the case.
Can you put up VMix Social, Bell?
I'm sorry?
I'm asking her to put up because people are writing in, so I want you to see the comments.
Oh, okay, great. You can own your own system and never have to worry about rate increases again. Create your own power, which is completely for free because the sun is free. And the panels are just so cheap that they go on your roof and they create free electricity. It's amazing how science works. I wish I was more of a scientist in school.
Well,
when I
people
was
are
a kid.
asking, what if they have a 21-year-old roof?
We will, SunPro is not only a solar installation expert, we're also a roofing company. And there's not too many roofers that know how to do solar, and there's not too many solar installers that do roofs. We do over 15 years, and we will come out and install your roof, a brand new roof, and put solar on top of it. And when you do that, you get a tax credit off the roof. So if you do need a new roof, in your case you're 21 years into it, you're going to need a roof sooner rather than later. Why not get a 26% discount off the roof? And a good tax attorney can actually do much more than the standard 26% tax credit.
Wow. And does the size of the panels matter on how, like your generator, matter on how much you can power your house?
There's a typical size panel, and we're going to put as many panels as we need to power your home. And so, I don't
So
know.
it would do, like, you buy a small generator and you can maybe power your refrigerator. But if you buy a bigger one, you can get your air conditioning. If you do more panels, it'll do the whole house. You're not picking and choosing and rewiring things. It does the entirety of the house.
That's correct. We're going to put enough panels on the house to create enough power to take care of all your energy needs. And if you do get a smart car or want to heat your pool later, we can always add more panels if the roof allows.
And if there's a hurricane, will it still power your house? Because now it's wired into your panel.
So FPL's net meter rule says that in a case of a hurricane power outage, you must have a battery to power your roof. And that's a safety precaution, because if your house is creating electricity, a worker could get injured fixing the down power lines. So if you were to put a battery in your home, your battery stores the energy and will power your home at night. And you're completely self-sufficient. You're off the grid. And the battery is a little bit extra, but definitely worth it. Because
But you have that availability.
Yeah,
So that
absolutely.
takes out any generator issues, any propane, any gas under your house issues.
You don't need that anymore.
You don't need that
You don't need
anymore.
a generator. You don't need any of that. Your battery is your generator.
Yeah, meaning you don't need a roof just yet, but probably soon. So they are a roofing company as well.
Well, the
you, Val.
bottom line is that if a person wants it and the roof doesn't hold it, you're going to make it so that the product can be put into the roof safely. And which includes maybe doing a new roof, maybe taking partially what it's going to be. It's funny because if you're going to change one part of the roof and not the other part, you probably want to think about changing the whole thing. And they're probably going to tell you, it's a good thing you called us because your roof is in trouble. So there's a lot of good side to this as well.
And besides the tax credit, because normally if you put on a new roof, if you guys were to
You ain't
replace your
getting-
roof, you're
you
not
ain't
getting
getting
any
no tax
credit.
credit.
You're paying out of pocket.
That's right, and you're going to be paying for it one way or the other. If a panel goes bad on you, how do you know that the panel's bad?
So you actually have an app on your phone, or you can log in through your computer. Enphase is the inverter we use that converts the DC power to AC power, and they are the #1 inverter company in the world. And so a very high quality, also that has a 25-year warranty as well. And you'll know exactly what each panel is performing during peak and off hours. and we'll be able to, if it's underperforming and defective, again, LG covers the warranty to the labor to come out and fix it.
And there's never a flow of electricity that doesn't, like, you know, if you have 3 air conditioners or 4 air conditioners in your house because you got a big house, you guys are going to bring in enough power to sustain that kind of flow?
So yesterday I was at an NFL football player's house. He had an $800 a month electric bill.
I know that one.
Yeah, right, you mentioned. And so we were able to put over 100 panels on his roof and take 90% of his electricity away.
Wow.
He didn't want panels on a certain side of his roof, so we couldn't get the whole way, but that was because he stopped us from wanting that section of the home. He didn't want the back of the home where his pool was to show the panels, even though it looked really great on his metal roof.
And it looks good, I got to tell you.
Well,
I
what
hate to
about,
admit that.
and I want to ask you, homeowners associations?
So the Florida Solar Rights Act is a new law that allows anyone to put solar on the roof independent of any HOA. We handle all the HOA work for you. You don't have to worry. We handle everything from A to Z. You just, you know, we go through the permitting process.
Wow.
We design everything. We have our own install team. We do not subcontract out. We give you the facts as they are truly and not a lot of misinformation. Earlier in my career, I was involved with many different independent solar people, and I was like, are you really saying that? And I had to research it and, you know, figure out all the real truth that's involved, and you can be assured that every word out of my mouth is the truth.
It's funny, people are asking now about HOA. You can't have an issue because based on the laws, it has to be approved.
Well,
ARBs, what it looks like.
We were just talking about that because I was going to go solar when we first moved into our HOA situation. They
Right.
stopped me. So this law that he's talking about, what is it, 2 or 3 years maybe?
I can't tell you when the law was put in place.
But this
But I
is
would-
brand new
I'll find
stuff.
out.
And all of a sudden, it's funny, everybody remembers the old way, and this is the new way. And this is what we should be telling everybody in HOA, because, you know, you need to save money when you live in an HOA community, because they charge you for everything.
But I think most communities have an HOA of some sort. I do. Mine is
They stopped us.
minuscule. And I could see the ARB coming in. They didn't even want us to have a basketball hoop back in the day. So they could say, oh, I don't like the way the panels look. But now they have no say because of these laws that are passed.
That's correct.
That's remarkable.
I love the part
That's a
where the
win-win.
thing spins backwards. I told him a funny
That's so
story in the
you.
yard.
I know, that is
I
so
told
you.
him about the things in the yard, and we did. But the bottom line here is, you know, they give you all of these little gizmos, like they lower your power when they need to lower your power. So you could be in the middle of watching something, all of a sudden your TV goes out because they lowered the power. So I got off of that. That didn't work. And then they put this breaker system on my system that's supposed to protect against flash charges. Like, you ever have a
Power surge.
Sure.
yes, and all of a sudden your fan goes to pot. And you called them because you bought this gizmo that wasn't supposed to happen. Do you have the original receipt? The original what? That thing was here before I got here.
Right.
Done. I'm done with that.
Sun Pro saves the original receipt for you.
But I got to tell you, you look for every angle. Now, I wanted to go with solar panels. I was told no. And they put me through hell.
Well, that was
You
how
didn't
many years
talk
ago?
to me.
10 years ago. I didn't know you 10 years ago. But back then, because in Puerto Rico we have the panels, back then I wanted to do it because I said electricity can only go in one direction. And now that you have all these other issues around you and everything else, and power grids going down like what happened in Texas, you're sort of at the mercy of what somebody else is doing. So one of the problems that we have is that we have Restream deals in my house where I get to shoot out the shows that you're looking at here and the radio stations as backups, so that if the radio station in a hurricane goes down, my house is supposed to carry the load. It happened when we had the hurricane at the radio station. They relied on us up and down.
But I want to ask, can you do it for businesses also?
It's actually even better for businesses. So I had a gentleman who had a warehouse of 10, he had a strip mall, and he had 10 tenants. And he's like, I don't really care about my tenants' FPL bill because they pay for it themselves. And I said, well, wait a second. The government's actually offering a 26% tax credit off of the install and another 25% tax deduction off of it. So they're basically giving you 50% off your system. If we put this on, you can become the tenant's utility company because you have the solar panels and you can charge them regular FPL rates, but it's powered for free from the sun. So your break even is less than 4 years in that situation. And I'm a numbers guy, I love investments. This is a 20-25% guaranteed return on investment annually. And I say guaranteed because you have to pay for your energy bill. But now if you have the solar panels, you don't have to pay it. So you're putting that money right back in your pocket.
How do you send the energy back to the energy company?
That's part of the FPL's net meter program that was already worked out.
So they get it actually to send out, or you're sending it out?
They sell it to your neighbors. FPL
Really?
takes the energy into the grid and resells it to your neighbors at a profit.
People are writing in. How long has SunPro been in business?
Over 15 years. Over 15 years, and I can tell you that in South Florida last month we did over 100 installs, and we're looking to double that number very quickly to 200. We have teams around the clock that service these homes. It only takes a day or two to install a system on your home. The delay is in the permitting process. As we all know, the municipalities take a while. That's because they're double checking to make sure we do everything right. And then FPL comes out and triple checks everything and puts the new net meter that spins backwards and connects you to the grid. So the whole process could take anywhere from less than 1 month in Port St. Lucie to 3 or 4 months in Miami-Dade County because they're much more stringent.
You know, it's really strange. If I live in a community, there's only 228 homes. I just built 2 new ones, right? Imagine if everybody went with this program, we become a hub and send electricity out.
Well, I just saw there's a new Lennar, I want to say it's a Lennar home that out in West Boynton area. They are now organic, and there's organic farms, and you all become these home croppers, just like it used to be. You buy a share in the organic farming. That becomes, there's a store and a general store and all the things that it used to be, but now based on organic and going back to neighborhood living. Imagine something like this being in that. It's called like agri-something, agri-land, agri-home.
You got me stumped on what it's called, but I've actually thought about creating financial independence for a family. So if you can pay off your home as quickly as possible and you can pay off your solar system, the only thing left is to grow your own food. And if you can do that in your backyard, you're pretty much financially independent.
I'm going to look it up when we go to commercial break. Part of this program that you're able to grow your food in this shared crop experience as part of your neighborhood. I think it's a brilliant move. It's going back to what it used to be, right? What's old is new again, but in an organic way. And imagine adding this to the homes, right? So now the whole neighborhood is doing this whole system and lessening your carbon footprint in our world.
But Anthony, when we come back from commercial, because it's great, everybody should be doing it. But why the hell aren't we? And it has to come down, but I don't want you to answer it yet. I want people to come back and listen to us. It's got to come down to certain things that I want to ask you. And I'm going to be very frank because I want it.
So we have another question. Someone said that. Okay.
Let's go to commercial.
All right. Let's go to commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. We've got Symphony in the house, so stay tuned. We got SunPro still with us, and we will be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios that will set the venue for any media application. We offer remote services as a radio or TV production and continue to grow new venues to bring your ideas to life. We also specialize in video and photo content for social media. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there. Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, so let's get back to the question at hand is why aren't we doing this more in Florida?
So in California, the electric bills are triple, and everybody's doing it in California. As a matter of fact, California mandates that any new home must have solar on it. It's prevalent in New York, as you know. Your other assistant just mentioned everyone has it in Boston. And it's not prevalent in Florida because FPL has historically had a lower energy cost than the rest of the nation. However, the price of the panels has just gotten so much better that we even beat FPL's prices. And one of your main questions was, is the price of financing a system less than the FPL bill? And I can tell you that it is. So everyone watching, hear me clearly, set an appointment, receive your $25, let me build a customized system directly for you and your family, power your entire home for free if you have enough roof to do so, which most people do, and let me show you what your financing costs are, and let me show you the SunPro way, where we have an aggressive payoff program where you begin referring your friends and family, and we're going to pay off that bill and knock it down to quicker than you could have possibly imagined.
And this is anywhere in Florida?
Anywhere in Florida, anywhere pretty much in the...
Tri-County?
We're in many states. We started in Louisiana, we're in Texas, we're in Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, but I'm working in Florida. I'm concerned with my fellow Floridians. I grew up in Miami. I love my Florida people. I know the FPL law extremely well, and I'm here to help my fellow Floridians.
So here's someone wrote in, Deborah wrote in, she had them years ago, they cracked, the company sold their business and would not replace it.
So that is something of the past. We are dealing with a $1 trillion company called LG. I believe they're going to honor their warranty. They have a 25-year bumper-to-bumper-to-bumper warranty, and you will not have that problem. And you have not some Mickey Mouse small installer, but a $1 billion installer called SunPro that is also going to guarantee our workmanship on the roof. So you're covered.
It
Will
sounds
you,
like a
will
win-win.
you work a deal with somebody that has a system that's not as efficient anymore, old technology? Will you work something out with those people that have that to switch over to SunPro?
Sure, absolutely. There's always, a chance to upgrade. Most people, I would say that that's not the case because most people don't have solar. Less than 1% of the homes actually have solar. So I have a lot of work to do. We got 99% of the people to go to make this the green sunshine state.
I didn't realize up north everyone has it on their homes. I thought Slick was kidding when he came out.
No, I had them in New York in the houses that I bought. I put it in, actually. It's smart if you think about it. Back in the day, Con Edison was ridiculous. You think you guys pay a lot down here? It's $800 a month. To me, it was okay, so what's the problem? And they said, oh, you should be paying $220, $300. And I did a lot of work to get that number down. But as the house ages and the ACs age and things happen, there's just so much you can do. This is really the right way of going.
And I got to tell you, with hurricane season, and not just here, you look what happens everywhere. Sometimes I think Florida, we say our hurricanes are so bad, but the Northeast, they get slammed as much as we do, if not more. And when the snow and everything hits, and their power lines are down all the time.
That's right.
Even more than what we have. This is tremendous. It's a tremendous way to keep gas out of your home. Generators, whole house generators cost upwards of what, 30, 40,000.
Yeah, and you're only going to use that for a power outage, but
Right.
you can use the battery and have clean backup power.
You've got clean energy, which
And
is remarkable.
I also want to add that SunPro has 3 companies. We have Build Pro, which does the roof, and we also have Energy Pro. So when you purchase a solar panel system, Energy Pro comes out for free, and we try to lower your energy consumption. So we'll look at your AC, and if it needs to be upgraded, you can do that with a local AC guy. We'll change your thermostat to a Nest thermostat. We'll give you all LED light bulbs for your home. We'll make sure your attic is insulated properly. We'll do a home air seal test to make sure air is not coming out or in the home where it shouldn't be. And we'll look for ways to lower down your energy consumption so that we don't have to put as many panels on the roof.
That's remarkable.
And then anyone with a pool, obviously they're only using the pool 4 or 5 months out of the year, but we would all love to use the pool year round. Well, you have to heat that pool, and heating that pool is very expensive. If you have enough glass solar panels on your roof, we will heat that pool for free.
And with an older home,
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, you heard it here.
Hold on. Did you hear
you
what
can
he
heat
said?
your pool for free with
Do
more
you
panels.
know that I have a gas
That's why I never heated
system.
my pool. We couldn't afford to do
I have
it.
a gas system, and the machine is sitting there. I can't turn it on because I can't afford it. Just craziness. So you can heat up with the panels. You can heat up the pool.
If you have enough panels, we're going to cover 100% of your energy bill. The net metering program allows you to create up to 115% of your
Slick.
current energy. And so that extra 15% that you're overproducing, you're selling back to FPL. And they buy it back at the end of the year. And so you'll get a credit on your statement. You're still an FPL customer. You're going to be using FPL in the nighttime. And there'll be a $10 connection fee to be an FPL customer. But when you're overproducing, FPL is actually crediting your account, and you're going to have a negative electric bill. So you'll never pay FPL again, even with the $10 connection fee.
Yeah, don't take
You
my
have a
air
huge
away at
credit.
night is all I can tell you. I'm going to need my nighttime air
But
conditioner.
this is a no-brainer. And you know what? People are going to find this
Well,
too good to
all
be
right, so
true.
we have to ask. It sounds too good to be true, right? They're going to say, oh, you're only giving the pros. What are the cons?
The only con that I could see is that you don't like the way it looks on your roof, and that's the only really acceptable answer that I'll
That's
take.
not even a con. It looks really sharp. It looks like you're actually the Jetsons.
Well, I think now that everyone's a lot more eco-sensitive and you're going to realize that it's not an eyesore, that we're actually doing something to save our environment and to lower energy emissions and to lower our carbon footprint and to actually be giving back to the world. So I'm hoping that that mindset is shifting now. But I love the answer you gave that you are a roofing company, so people have older roofs. You will work with that. You'll replace what needs to be replaced. align all of this in the trusses to make it stronger during hurricanes.
Change the house.
You're not just an installation company, you
Right.
actually have roofing with it.
That's correct.
And talk about changing the value of the
Yeah.
house. Everyone now
Yeah.
is coming down
That's
in
right.
swarms.
That's the other thing I was going to tell you.
Now's
This
the
increases
time.
the value of your house because all of a sudden it's airtight and efficient. And efficiency is the hardest thing to sustain in an older house.
Yeah.
Because it goes out the window. Your AC goes out the window. You need caulking or whatever. Houses need a lot of maintenance. Trust me. Now, he's gonna pay you $25 just to talk to you. This is again a no-brainer. If you recommend somebody and they buy, he's gonna give you $1,000. You know, the bottom line here is you're gonna help yourself not once, not twice, but maybe even 3 times on the same deal. And that, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is a good deal.
Well, it's worth a conversation. It's like when we talked
He's
to
gonna
Wayne.
pay you to
It's like when we
talk.
talked to Wayne from Dignity. We thought we couldn't afford what pre-need or anything like
Listen, I
that.
love Wayne, but he didn't pay me $25.
Wayne,
He didn't
you
say,
want
here's
$25.
25, here's a nickel, I'm gonna talk to you. He didn't do that. This gentleman is doing that. And he's gonna take probably
The test will be your house.
and that is the biggest aggravation in my life.
Is
I
your
love
roof.
this house. I love it. But 5,000 square feet takes a lot of hustle and bustle, and there's a lot of ins and outs.
And you
and
got a lot
cracks
of
and everything.
roof, you tell me.
My God, it's like a highway to New York, my roof. It's tremendous. It goes up and down and here and there. I never had a big roof like the one I live in now. And I love the house. But maybe I just found a way to fix 2 or 3 problems at one time. I didn't know you did this other thing with the air and everything else.
Yeah, Energy Pro will definitely lower your consumption. And I want to add one other thing. Most people don't know that GM's coming out with 30 electric cars.
I heard this.
Everybody's coming out with an electric car. So imagine you don't have a gasoline bill anymore. Gasoline bill has gone up 30% since President Biden has taken office. It's a fact. We feel it at the pump. And if we can eliminate our gasoline bill and throw that into paying down the cost of our solar system, and now we have our own fuel, our own gas station at our home. We park the car, we're filling up our car for free.
And you charge
We're
it.
charging our car for free. And you take that gasoline savings, $200, $300, $400 a month, and use that to pay off your solar system. You're talking about really accelerating your break even to, record levels. And with our payoff program, referring other friends and family, I don't see how you could go wrong with this system. I couldn't be more excited to be here.
And I
So
love it
thank
for
you that.
businesses, and I love it because for the past year, everything has been so sad. And everyone's a sense of hopelessness instead of hopefulness, right? And what we're doing to the world and so many lives we've lost, mental health and everything. Now I feel like you've actually given us this light, no pun intended, with solar energy, of there's hope. We're lowering our carbon footprint. We're actually working on saving the environment. We're being more cost effective. We're not just paying people to pay people, that we actually have more control, energy banking, and maybe some more sustainability for future generations. I mean, you've got grandchildren, and one day, hopefully, I will too. To save our world for these other generations, we're making a difference. We're maybe putting the money up front now, but imagine saving all these great things and having some
Listen,
hope.
you can
I
save
know.
anything and everything
I'm going to
you
save
want.
the world and the birds.
$400 a month in gasoline.
I know.
You know how much that is a year?
Yes.
How much is it?
Times 12.
Yeah, duh.
4,800.
That's right.
Yes.
That's $4,800 because you're plugging your electric car into your own power grid.
It's actually more than $4,800 because you had to earn that money and pay tax on it, and then your $4,800 went to pay. So if you don't have, let's add another
Yeah.
20% tax, pre-tax money to that. Wow. Now we're really saving for a family.
You just got to contact Anthony. He'll come out, give you a free estimate, and he's going to pay you $25. You've got nothing to lose. Find out. And right now, with what everyone's doing in the housing market, it's tremendous.
That's right. That's the other thing, Anthony. You just got a whole slew of new homeowners that have come in to live down here. We even gave one extra House of Representative because more people are coming down here.
Yes.
New York lost one. California lost, I think, one as well. Texas picked up 2.
They're all coming here.
But people are coming here to live. So you got a whole new market of people. And again, and you know what? If you meet with Anthony, he gives you a 25 and you do the deal, you don't do the deal, give us a call. Because I'm sort of curious. I definitely I got to meet with this guy because the bottom line is I can't lose. 3 different shots. I got 3 different things. And then you got the other side, which you talked about the other companies.
Yep.
I can't lose, even if I don't at this time decide to do it. I mean, think about it. You got a stimulus check, you got this, you got that. What better thing to do than to invest it in your own home?
Absolutely. All right, give them a call. 561-U-SUNPRO, 561-878-6776. Tell Anthony you heard it here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got Isabella Velasquez, a 10-year-old singer, which is kind of cool, Annabelle, that you're here at the same time, joining us from Miami. She's going to be singing virtually for us. She took actually some time off of school to join us on
Beautiful.
set.
Let's
We've
do it.
got Annabelle Russell from Symphonia, so stay tuned. Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe. Wow, what a great Tuesday. Just have to give a big shout out tonight on WWNN at 7 o'clock. We've got Tell Us Your Biz, hosted by Teddy Raphael, and she will be interviewing, actually, Debbie Ferris, who joined us last week, an author, and she, if you saw her pictures, has been farming this lemongrass, which is amazing.
Debbie, can we drink while we left?
I think we're still good on it. I don't know.
We have about this much left, but can we drink it?
I think she said it was good for a week because it's got no preservatives.
Okay.
So we're going to see. But tune in tonight at 7 o'clock on WWNN, also on Amp Media Productions, to hear this incredible interview. She has an amazing inspirational story on losing her husband, raising 3 sons, what it's like to live your passion and go forward. And now she's working on some really great, I can't even share what it is, but she'll let you know what it is. It's a drink made from lemongrass, and more to come on that.
Good stuff.
But really what it's like to motivate others to do what you have to do to raise your family, and she is incredibly an empowered woman. And at 7:30, we've got Ready, Set, Go Beyond show with Jordana Foster. Yesterday she was on, we talked about Q2 and what it looks like in business for you. We looked back on the last really year and a quarter. We couldn't just go to the last quarter. And she loved it. She's got a new sponsor, so Conceit is her new sponsor.
There are 4 new.
The phone's ringing?
No, 4 new sponsors. Nobody's converted those.
Teddy's converting them right now.
Oh, okay.
I got you covered, Batman.
Okay.
We've got an incredible singer joining us. We've got Isabella Velasquez. I believe she's in Miami. She's a 10-year-old singer. There she is with Dad. How are you doing?
Hello. Good, and you?
I'm so excited you're here because very coincidentally, we have someone here from Symphonia. We have Annabelle Russell. And Symphonia, I believe, is a children's music organization?
No, it's a
Talking to you, Mike.
It's South Florida's premier chamber orchestra, but we have a lot of programming that we do for children and outreach in the community.
So it's kind of cool. That's amazing that you happen to be on air at the same exact time, and we've never met either one of you, but welcome to our little corner of magic that we get to do. Isabella, tell us about you.
My name is Isabella Velasquez. I'm 10 years old. I live in Miami Beach, Florida, and I'm in 4th grade. And I'm also, I recently sang for the Miami Dolphins for a cancer challenge. They were doing a bicycle ride, and I sang the national anthem. And it was amazing, and I love singing. I started singing when I was 3, and it's just been my passion. I love it. Without singing, I would never be here right now, so I'm definitely glad for that.
And you sing in English, and I saw you sing in Portuguese. You sing in Spanish also?
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Well, I speak English, Spanish, Portuguese, and a little bit of German.
A little bit of German. You know, we found that people who speak Portuguese or from Brazil have a lot of German in them, right? The lady with the fish purses, a couple people. We actually have a show in Portuguese that airs on Thursday. It's our first Portuguese show. And we've got Fuego that's in Spanish that airs on Mondays and Fridays. And we've got our Kids Network that airs on Saturdays. So Dad must have friended me on Facebook, and I said, oh my gosh, I have to meet this amazing girl because I've seen you sing. What do you love most about singing?
Probably meeting new musicians, making new friends. I've met lots of people and lots of amazing people through singing. For example, I've met amazing people through my lives on Instagram. And it's just been amazing. I love showcasing my passion because without it, I wouldn't have been able to done many amazing things that I will never forget and that I will cherish forever.
She's all of 10 years old.
I know. She's 10
Reminds me
going
of
on
Brie and
30.
Allie, right?
Yes, absolutely. And talented. I heard her. You had me.
I had you. I was playing it the other day. Yeah. Dad, what's it like for you managing Isabella's career?
Well, initially it was more giving some support to her passions and exploring what she really loves doing. She plays piano, she plays guitar, she sings. Believe it or not, she's actually an excellent swimmer too. So she has done many things. She's done theater. So now it has come more to the stage where I more coordinate all the different opportunities that she has. She is featured in a Netflix animated series nationwide. She's a voiceover for the Friends in Oz, which is going to be published soon on Netflix. And she is a lead role for a feature movie called Brownsville Bread, and she's going to film for that in New York in June. So, and then of course she is producing a new song with a very famous producer that most notoriously has worked with a Spanish singer called Alejandro Sanz. So there we have a big surprise coming with a new song that Isabella is producing. She started last year producing, writing music. And right now we have 8 published songs on Spotify that everybody can see. And as I say, I've turned into almost a full-time assistant manager for Isabella.
Well, I hope one day we can get you up to our studio in Boca. Our studio in Boca used to be the original home to Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah, I know, of course.
So,
yeah,
it's her favorite.
It's my favorite singer. I have everything. I have this school actually wear like her merch because she has like a hoodie, and like I'm taking this to school. And today, this morning, I put on her perfume, and I have almost all of them.
Yes.
And I have an Ariana Grande book which I got for Christmas.
Well, maybe one day we'll get you up here to sing in our studio. And you play the piano. We've got a baby grand piano in here also.
That's great.
Amazing.
We look forward to that.
What's one of your favorite things that one of your favorite songs or your favorite movie that you're working on?
I don't know. My favorite song. I don't know. There's so many.
You write your own music, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What inspires you to write music?
Well, the first song I sang was during the pandemic. So me and my dad were talking about it one day during dinner. And he was like, we should write a song. Like, we've been talking about this for so long. I think it's time. Let's write a song about lifting people up during these horrible times where people are dying on the spot. But luckily, we have a vaccine now. Yay! So, yeah, I published that. I also published that in Spanish. I published a Christmas song, another song, a sad song, because every artist has a sad song, right? And so...
You published them yourself?
Well, my dad, he helped me write the lyrics, and then we also went to a recording studio. And then my dad did all the copywriting, and he published all of them.
Yeah, well, we have a distributor.
Yeah, we do.
That distributes on all the major platforms. Isabella is available on all Apple Music stores, Pandora, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you type in Isabella Velasquez, she will come up and you'll see a collection of 8 songs, which is like, I think, 5 in English and 3 in Spanish that she wrote, that we wrote. So we are excited about that, and she has a bright future.
That's incredible.
Pretty cool.
Right? Really amazing. You want to sing anything for us now?
Of course.
Of course. Let's do it, Isabella. Why don't you show
one of your originals, please.
Oh, one of my originals. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, let's sing.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, let's change the stage.
Yeah, let's change the stage real quick. Okay. All right. Let me just set the music.
And the mic.
And the mic. Yes, I have the mic right here already.
Oh, she's hilarious.
She's 10.
I know. Going on 30.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Okay, got it. Ready.
Nice mic. Mic is taller than her.
There we go. Perfect. There we go. Is that good? Let me move back a little. The light.
The light will move it too
Back
much.
a little.
Is it better?
Fix it and ready. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. Good? Can you hear me now?
We hear you. What are you going to sing?
I'm going to be singing my first song that I was just talking about, and it's called Never Give Up. I will be singing in a mix of English and Spanish.
Just sing
In English?
Yeah, just sing in English.
Okay, then just sing in English.
Maybe afterwards you can sing here. You know?
Yeah, I can sing another song after.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
All right,
Okay.
let's hear it.
Sometimes you wake up to a cloudy day. You try to make it and you stay away. People around you try to put you down, but you get up and stand your ground. This is for you. You're down and doubt yourself. This is for you. When you're mad and blame yourself, you gotta move on. Be strong and live your dreams. Keep your head up, work hard and never give up. Work hard, right now, never give up. Work hard, right now, never give up. Never give up, never give up, never give up. Yeah. Sometimes your plans just don't work out. You try your best and give it all. In tough times, friends are hard to find, but in the end, the sun will always shine. This is for you. When you're down and doubt yourself, this is for you. When you're mad and blame yourself, you gotta move on. Be strong and live your dreams. Keep your head up, work hard and never give up. Oh, work hard, rise up, never give up. Oh, work hard, rise up, never give up. So hear my word, when you haven't been in the fight for it, keep going and never give up. Never give up, never give up, never give up, never give and letting yourself, you gotta move on. Be strong, live your dreams, keep your head up. She's not done yet. And never give up.
That was amazing. That was amazing. How do people find your music, Isabella?
Well, I have a pretty big, you can find me on Pandora, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and all the other music platforms.
Amazing.
And also, you can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Isabella Velasquez Official. My name's down there. And you can find me on YouTube at Isa rocks.
Wow. Congratulations. You are incredible. I'm going to
Thank you.
contact
Would you like
Dad
me
and
to
see if we can
sing
get
song?
you.
I have another one prepared if you want.
How about we try and get you up to studio next time?
Yeah.
We would love that.
Way back.
Isabella,
Okay.
thank you so much. Dad, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.
You as well. She's incredible. Check her out all over social media, Isabella Velasquez.
Slick is going to sing back up.
Slick,
Way
she's,
back.
Slick, she's got 8 songs. She's got an album out in English and Spanish already. Spanish.
Slick, I'm
Un
going to
poquito, he
introduce
says.
you. I'm going to introduce you to Tennessee, the mountains of Tennessee, in the Barkley race, and that's where I want you to sing.
Really?
Yeah, check it out.
I think I can shut the house down.
Check it out.
She was amazing. Check that out. 10-year-old Isabella Velasquez. She's in Miami Beach. Oh, we're going to bring her up here. You know that Ariana Grande thing gets him every time.
It does.
I know.
It got me.
Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's talk to Annabelle Russell of Symphonia. We got a good friend, Max Lazega, in studio with some pink light-up crystals that are amazing. So stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. I know you're tired. We'll be right back.
Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee. The official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or 2. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Take the smaller pieces and put it in with slippers. Take that smaller piece. And just set up studio booth.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe getting ready to set up Max Lazega show. We haven't seen Max in a while. We're going to talk to Max.
He's been away doing his thing.
But we've got Annabelle Russell joining us, which I'm really excited to learn about Symphonia because we've had the gift of working with so many visual artists. And we dabble in a little bit of music, but we've never had anyone like you join us before. So welcome, and thank you to Barbara Silver for making the introduction. Next time, Barb, you'll join us here in studio as well. Tell us what Symphonia is and who you work with. Symphonia of Boca Raton.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. The Symphonia gave birth in 2004 under the grand name of the Boca Raton Philharmonic Symphonia. A big mouthful, which has now been reduced to the Symphonia. And we have become South Florida's premier chamber orchestra. And we have been performing. We do a season here every year that obviously people buy subscriptions and single tickets. We also perform for the community. We perform at the Meisner Amphitheater, playing concerts for the city of Boca, their summer series. This is all, of course, currently in the past. We collaborate with other organizations, local community organizations, with the Festival of Boca that plays in March, early February, March, every year, again at the amphitheater. But I think for me, one of the things that's closest to my heart are the programs we do for children. And one program we do, we call Meet the Orchestra, and that takes place while we're doing our dress rehearsal at the Roberts Theatre, which is our home theatre at St. Andrew's School. And kids come with their families, with their parents, with their grandparents, and the program takes place in the lobby. They learn about what an orchestra is, what it does. They get to go into the theatre and watch the orchestra rehearsing. Then they come back out to the lobby, and usually the soloist, once they finish their rehearsal, will come out to the children and stand in a circle and talk to them, play their instrument, answer their questions. And then after that, we have set up an instrument petting zoo. So we have all the different instruments from the orchestra, and the kids get to touch them, to play them.
Wow.
And it's very, very noisy.
But it's amazing because kids need to be exposed to music, and an opportunity like that opens up things that they wouldn't get the opportunity to try. One of our producers just started taking violin lessons in her spare time. It's just incredible. My son used to play the bassoon, like just these crazy things. But it means so much, and it's so much, and Max, I know, was listening and watching the arts of what all of this brings forward. It's the creative mind space for so many kids.
Yes, I mean, you're absolutely right. And the extraordinary thing is that nowadays, there are many children who are not exposed to music in a normal way. Music programming in the schools, in the public schools, is minimal nowadays. And they just never have the opportunity. So when their parents do bring them to this program, many of them have no idea what an orchestra is. They don't know that every day of their lives they are exposed to orchestral music, to music that is played by a big 60, 70, 80-piece orchestra. So when they walk into the theater and they see this stage full of musicians, their eyes sort of light up and they go, wow, you know? So when they're watching cartoons on television, they're hearing all this music, but they really don't have any concept of, or many of them don't have any concept of where it's coming from or how it's made. So this is a wonderful program. It introduces them to the orchestra. And speaking of which, because of the pandemic, obviously everything closed down, we are in the process of creating a virtual Meet the Orchestra program for children. And it will, again, introduce them to the concept of what an orchestra is, and then each episode will focus on the individual music families in the orchestra, the string section, the woodwinds, the brass, and the percussion. And then, of course, finishing off by introducing the conductor and what he does, which is not just waving a stick around. And then once that program is finished, we're going to be offering it to the school district here in Palm Beach County The program is aimed at 4th and 5th graders, and we will be providing it free of charge for them. We'll be providing it to all the Boys and Girls Clubs and various other children's organizations here in our community, free of charge. And hopefully that will encourage children and educate them to actually discover where music comes from. You know, many children are looking at bands and groups and hip-hop groups, and they don't know much about orchestras. So
That's amazing. Remember the first time you went to a Broadway show and you saw that orchestra and you saw the pit and you heard the music? What did you think?
I was sitting right behind the pit. I thought it was amazing. And you look down, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people down.
I mean, nothing more magical than that first time. And every time you go, to see it, to hear it, and you think, that's just remarkable. And of course, now that's shut down also. But this is an amazing opportunity. Do you teach the kids to play the instruments as well? Is that a program that will open up?
We do not teach the children to play the instruments. Many of the musicians who play for us are teachers, and so they all have their own studios and they are teaching. One thing we do is we have an outreach program at the Boys and Girls Club in Delray Beach. And that is a program where we do teach kids to play string instruments, and they are in the process of developing and creating their own string orchestra.
Wow.
And again, sadly, because of the pandemic, the program, the Boys and Girls Club, shut down. But we were able to pivot and continue teaching them via Zoom. How many people understand that you can actually teach a child an instrument, the violin, through Zoom? It's been very successful for those children who have participated.
That's remarkable, because this is what the kids need. And we've done a lot with that group up in Delray Beach. I'm going to remember what their name is. But they work with kids, all different kids, and we had Jackson and we had JJ and all of these kids that come from disadvantaged opportunities, to give them advantages to find things to do in the creative arts and drawing and arts and music. And
oh, that would be the Milagro Center?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Milagro Center.
Yeah.
They've done so much with us.
Yes.
What's next? What do you have coming up that we can get people and tuned in with you?
Well, we actually have 2 concerts this coming Sunday.
Really?
When our home theatre at the Roberts Theatre closed down because of the pandemic, we very quickly realized after a few weeks that we needed to find a way to somehow bring live music back into people's lives. So I started looking around, and I thought, well, I need a big space where we can do social distancing. And I started Googling all the hotels in the area, and I came up with the Boca Raton Marriott. And they have a large ballroom with over 5,000 square feet in it. Wow. So I went in to see them, and actually we had our first live concert in December last year.
Wow.
In the Marriott, we can fit in a small chamber orchestra. Obviously, it's not our full size. We can get 14 or 15 musicians with the conductor, and I can socially distance seat about 100 audience members.
That's remarkable.
And the first one we did in December, we were at about half capacity. You know, people were still very scared about coming out. But at the end of our first concert, we had audience members who were crying. And they were just so grateful that we were making some kind of effort to bring some kind of live music back into their lives. Our second concert was on Valentine's Day, and we were full to capacity, just under 100 people. And again, you know, people were just so overwhelmed to be able to come to live music. You don't realize what's missing in your life. You know, this has been a terrible year plus now. And people are getting vaccinated and they're feeling more emboldened, so they're coming out. So this time around, this Sunday, we're actually doing 2 concerts back to back.
All at the Marriott?
All at the Marriott, yes. They run for just over 1 hour without an intermission, so we don't have to deal with socializing. People can get up and go and use the bathroom at any time if they want. Everybody so far has been very pleased and happy with what they found. They've come, they've felt very comfortable. Everybody can sit in their own bubble and they're all socially distanced. Everybody wears masks. even our musicians and the conductor. It's it's strange. It's very odd, but it's fantastic to be back and live. But actually, on Sunday, we are for the first time featuring a musician who is not a string instrument. He's our principal trumpet player, Jeffrey Kay. But he will be covering the bowl of his trumpet with a bell cover to mitigate, the air going out. So, we're
Are tickets still available?
Tickets are still available for the 5 p.m. concert. The 2 p.m. concert is full.
5 p.m. and how much are tickets?
Tickets are $75.
And they can get them
at 561-376-3848.
Oh my gosh, give her a call. Imagine live music again. Do you love
I love it.
orchestra music?
I love it. I can't hardly wait till next year when you're back at Meisner. Because
Yes.
I want to talk to you about streaming it. Like the way we did the last concert,
Queen.
a cover band, Queen,
Oh,
when they shut
yes.
down. And there was 1,200 people. They had sold 6,000 tickets.
Right.
And they only 1,200 showed up because at that time is when this whole thing happened. And 1,200 people was still 1,200 people, and everybody was distant and everything else.
But nobody knew it was the
But
day
nobody knew
before.
how bad it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you because all over the world, people got to see this thing when we streamed it live, and it was an amazing deal. We can hardly wait till we go back and do some more.
Imagine doing Children's Philharmonic. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
I know. I put out these things. You know what's really funny though? You don't even know what's behind you on set. That we put that up there yesterday. I didn't even realize. I just looked over. That is all the music pieces that Amy Reshevsky just put together.
I knew that. I'm the one that took it from there.
That was yesterday though.
Yeah, I left it there.
But that is unbelievable. Contact her if you're looking for more tickets. If you're looking for tickets, give Annabelle a call, 561-376-3848. It's amazing. Live music and creative arts. Again, back we talked about Anthony. We're able to give people hope now to get back to life, to doing things. And I know Max was at the Las Olas Art Festival, so let's take a quick break. You talk about being able to open things up again. It is time to open up the arts and get outside and doing what we got to do.
Little by little.
Little by little, creative arts. Contact the Symphonia for more information. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Talk to Max a little bit while we're setting up your set in Studio B. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients, concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at LAURAELLICK.com.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Busy day. You had no idea, right? You getting a little nervous?
Not at all.
You're good?
Yeah, I expected this kind of day. It's been like that for the last 4 weeks. Non-stop.
Because Mondays are a little quiet, and then today's busy, which is great because everyone's back doing their thing. We've got Max back with us. We were going to talk to Max, but I guess he's in Studio B, getting set up for his other show. Max, can you join us for a moment?
Sure can.
All right, because we haven't seen Max in a while, and Max was very interested. I saw him listening intently to you, Annabelle, on what you had to say.
I love classical music.
That was my question.
I love opera too.
Oh, yes, me too.
Have you been able to, is Miami Beach opening up at all?
No, there's
Nothing.
really nothing
yet.
going on. And in the art field, the shows, luckily we did Las Olas this last weekend. It was the first show of the year so far since the pandemic.
How was it?
It was crowded and it was very good. I did very well in that show.
That's fantastic.
I did did a couple shows before that in the West Coast, Sarasota and Naples, and people want to get out. They're coming. They're going out.
I see they're lifting mandates for being
I
outside
hope
for
that
masks now.
2022 is going to be a better year. That's all I can say. This should be over. The pandemic should be over by 2022.
Well, the interesting thing is that we're getting all the bumps out of coming back. You know, some of the mistakes that we were doing before the pandemic, we're going to get rid of those. We want to make adjustments and everything else. What
Right.
you're doing right now with the shows and you're showing off the pieces, the Comcast sign you made, I mean, I hung that bad boy up nice and high because it's amazing.
It took me a while to figure out how I wanted to do it and then, measure it up. It took a little engineering,
Well, I got to tell you, it's very clever the way you did it. There is something that somebody had asked me about some of the parts that we have that I'll talk to you about, making it easy to turn them on and off as opposed to plugging them in. But we'll talk about that, which is not it's a simple fix.
Like
as
Gio
well.
has a switch on him.
Like Gio has a switch, when you have a switch on them.
We name your pieces.
Well, anything that's plugged in, they have a little gadget that you can use that has a little remote controller on it too, to turn it on and off.
Correct. But people want to put these bad boys in the most hard to reach places. And I can understand that.
We'll have to show Annabelle Disco. It's in the lobby. It's with all the discs.
It's actually in Bina.
Oh, that's
they moved it to Bina.
That's a real Star Trek piece.
We call it disco because
Disco?
it just brings
Good.
disco.
That's a good
like no
name.
pun intended, but yes, a
Good
pun
name.
intended.
I have trouble naming some of my pieces. I really.
Ask
they don't
Slick.
have any problems
Slick names
naming them
everything.
here.
Slick, what's that when you got there?
This one? Because you didn't bring it to Las Olas.
This is one of my most popular pieces because people love palm trees.
Put it next to Max so he
And
can we can show
especially
it.
that it's done with nails and plexiglass and a painting. It's unusual. I mean,
That
this
one
is
came back from Las Olas?
no. I sold some like this in Las Olas that were bigger pieces.
I can imagine. Oh, the big one you sold.
And
That
yeah, the
looked
big
like
one.
that.
Yeah,
You remember that one that was hanging right here?
yeah.
Yep. And
I'm
we have
working
the
on
red
some
one.
more.
He's
Working
got
on
more.
more. But this piece here, I'll put it in front of the camera. And no reflection.
No, it's good.
Okay, there you go. It's interesting because I do a little mixture of everything. I'll paint, these frames are industrial frames that I don't buy. I make them by hand myself. I cut the frames, cut the bolts.
Didn't we meet
design
some?
it.
Didn't we meet
I
somebody?
think I should have been an engineer. What do you think?
I think you should have been an engineer in your previous life. What a good idea, Max.
Didn't we meet somebody who has computer parts? Who was it?
We do.
Computers to get rid of.
I don't know.
A
Probably.
whole bunch of them.
I don't know.
There's a whole bunch of them. Somebody was going to get rid of like 20 computers. And I said, no, let's give them to Max because he can use all the parts on them.
Absolutely.
I got to figure out how it works.
That's what I use for my robots. You can see I use the motherboards and the chips and stuff like that.
You used a piece of piano for this one.
I know, this one is amazing. This I always keep on the set. We had to rebuild the pedals on the piano, and it's a 102-year-old piano. So we saved the wood, and Max made this little guy on here for me, which is incredible. And the menorah is spectacular. You have a new light-up piece that you
Yes.
brought in that reminds me of the menorah. I don't know, maybe you have it in Studio
I
B.
think it's in the other room.
The light-up piece, which is incredible. And
It's
you're
a- it's a-
interviewing your friend today?
I have a friend of mine. He's a photographer, world-renowned photographer. His name is Alan Benowitz. He'll be on my show. I'll introduce him. First, I'll show this piece.
Oh, cool.
That is
This
so cool.
is, let me turn it off and on so you can see how it works. This is done with sea glass.
Wow.
LED lights behind the sea glass. And I do the electronics. It's battery powered. You have the option to have it as a plug-in too for a little bit more money. As it is now, I sell them for cheap, $150 for this piece of signed art. And to do it wired for a regular plug-in would be another $50.
That's beautiful.
And I make them in different colors and different sizes, different lengths. And it goes good by your front door. There's always a little piece of wall at your front door. If you come in and it's dark, you can switch that on and it'll light your hallway up.
If you put the Shema in it, we have a mezuzah, and you can hang that on your door too.
Yeah,
Everyone's shaking their head, yes. Light
Anyway,
up mezuzah.
I'm introducing my friend now, Alan Benowitz. Say hello, Alan.
Hello, everyone.
It's talking to your
Pleased
mic,
to be
Alan.
here.
Nice to meet you. Just talking to your mic.
Yeah, talking to Mike.
I'm pleased to be here, and thank you, Max, for the invitation.
A pleasure to meet you as well. Tell us about your photographs.
My photographs, well, my subject matter consist of wildlife, nature, people, architecture, and adventure travel, also street photography. I consider myself a cultural photographer. My favorites evolved from nature and landscape to people and architecture, primarily at this point. And I began with black and white photography, and the color saturation in color photography has got my attention and my passion.
How long have you been taking pictures?
Well, I began at about 12 years old when I was given a Minix spy camera in the children's home in which I was raised and access to their darkroom. And I would take candid photographs, I taught myself, in the dormitories in the vertical opening between the hinges of the doors, candid, with some interesting results which I can't discuss with you today, but they were funny.
Now, do you take pictures of the architectural buildings designs in Miami?
I have, yes.
The curvature buildings that have a science and everything else, the reason they were put there?
I could not hear you.
The buildings, the ones that have the curves in South Beach, which was a famous gentleman that put those up.
Yeah, I have not photographed that.
The Art Deco buildings. I think you're referring to Art Deco
Yes,
buildings.
there's a science to those buildings. There are books written about those buildings that went up for the winds that come out of the south. They
Yes.
actually make a hum.
Really?
True,
I
true.
primarily have taken most of my architectural photographs when I'm traveling,
Okay.
so I can bring those images to South Florida.
Wow.
And a lot of that has changed. I know a lot of the world photographers have changed because no one's traveling right now and finding some great shots right here at home.
That's true, and I've done that. I spend my summers and fall in Burnsville, North Carolina, near Asheville. And so last fall, during the pandemic, it was safe, I took the fall colors and many landscape images, waterfalls, and nature. And I understand that landscape is one of the highest forms of popular art and photography that people acquire.
Interesting.
Very nice. All right, so you're going to interview Max, you're going to interview Alan on your show.
Yes, I am. We'll discuss his career and a little bit more, and I'll talk about some projects I have coming up that I want to bring to you.
And what is the name of Max's new show?
Artworks Studio Show. It's with an X.
Okay.
Artworks with an X. I should just make that the name. Artworks with an X.
Artworks works.
Artworks works. No pun intended.
Artworks works.
Artworks works.
I like that. See, I can't. I need you guys.
I gotta tell you, Max.
Great marketing.
You are amazing. I've been in this business a long time, but I've never seen anybody as creative as you. You know, and I gotta tell you, the Comcast thing that you did for me, I was only kidding.
Were you really?
Yes. And when you
I
said,
thought
"So
you were
I'll build
serious.
it," I was stunned. And I said to Dawn, "You're not gonna believe this." And then when you started showing me pictures of putting it together, I started moving stuff around. There are pictures of us moving stuff around to get that bad boy.
You give me a project and I'll build anything.
You gotta be careful what you say to Max, because he will build it.
Yeah, I walked in. We normally walk in the morning, turn all the lights on. You don't pay attention. I walked in the other day with everything on, and I looked up and I said to Freddie, "Have you ever walked into our studio and looked around this lobby?" And he starts laughing. It looks amazing. The robots and the light and the Comcast.
The whole
and
place looks great.
Thank you.
There was an artist that walked in, and she stood. I'm sitting here doing the show, and she stood in the lobby, and she's just turning slowly. And I said to Dawn, "Let's go to commercial break." I says, "Are you okay?" She says, "No." And she just kept turning. She says, "What is this place?" I was dying. It's so funny.
It's really amazing what we get to do.
good
We
stuff.
should add some of Max's electronics to Amy's hair over there. I call that's a new one, Amy in the morning.
Oh, God.
She came in, Amy Rashevsky, and she was wearing black and white the other day when she came in. I go, "Amy, that's Amy in the morning." She was laughing.
It's hilarious.
It's like the Tinkerbell picture. Ever seen Tinkerbell in Disney World with her mug of coffee? It's like before she gets dressed in the morning. So it makes me think before Amy's Gubba in the morning.
That's funny.
What a great show.
Good stuff.
Wow. All right, tune in for Artworks with Max and Alan. They're going to be talking artworks, photography, and his robots. Contact Annabelle at the Symphonia of Boca Raton if you're interested in tickets for Sunday. Her number is 561-376-3848. And of course, Sun Pro, you can contact Anthony at 561-USUNPRO. Check it out. You can also go to freefpl.org for more information. $25. He will map out an entire plan for you and see how you can become 100%
He's going to pay you
sustainable.
$25. You're not paying him.
He's gonna pay you.
paying you. So get your groove on and talk to this guy.
It's amazing. And if you're interested in putting your business on Comcast, let us know. We've got really incredible packages to target your market at a great price. Give us a call at 866-224-5422. It's a long night. We're going to be heading to WWNN for two great shows tonight, so tune into that on 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM. Ready to wrap it up, Batman?
Let's go.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. Be kind to each other. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save her. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche. inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and